Well, welcome to the Rokani Media Football. You know, however much the game of football is played on Tuesday, the player ratings we are not yet done, but I'm really going to focus so much on Odeegard before I really go into the player ratings of other players, because I believe he was really very instrumental in what Arsenal has gone ahead obviously achieve. In the previous two games they've gone ahead to play, and they've gone ahead obviously win them convincingly. The first one was against Nottingham Forest. Odeegard responsible for the first goal as an assist, and you remember very well for what he went ahead to do into the second goal, secondary assist. And I think the third one was scored by, who scored the third goal? Ethan Nwaneri. And in this game of football that was played on Tuesday, this guy was really very instrumental in what Arsenal went ahead to do into that particular effort. So smash the like button, comment and share if you're only watching us for the very first time. Endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And remember, we are powered by Mono Gadgets, dealers in brand new phones and brand new laptops. If at all you need a brand new phone or a brand new laptop, call them on +256 70 99 88 665. You understand? That is Mono Gadgets for you. 88. So it's 07070 9988 665. That is Mono Gadgets. Even if you want used phones and used laptops from the United Kingdom, call them on the same number and you won't really regret. And you'll obviously come and really thank me later into the mix. So that is Mono Gadgets for you, and the rest is really history in what you people you'll be really telling me later. Now, if you want affordable smartwatches, obviously call them on that number and we will be here really rubbing shoulders together. Now, we are talking Arsenal and Martin Odeegard. He is really a special player. I've already told you that he's the most important player at Arsenal. I tell you, in this modern era, very, very hard to get a player like Martin Odeegard, you know, who can really act in small pockets of space and doesn't lose the ball. You know, he's really very important in the transitions of Arsenal in the final third. And he's that kind of person that will obviously create moments, you know, and overloads in different areas of the pitch. In the central axis, he's really magnificent, even when it comes to what we call the what is it called, like on the left out wide and the right out wide. He's really very magnificent. Now, after that game that the Arsenal went ahead to win Sporting Lisbon by 5-1, the manager of Arsenal had the following to say on Martin Odeegard. He said, yes, he was again, I think, all the boys. If not, you don't have the dominant performance and the scoreline that we have managed to get on the game day. They were all exceptional today. But I think Odeegard really stands out amongst all those players of Arsenal. I know people won't really want to give him his flowers, but I tell you, I've given him his flowers. I tell you, ever since Arsenal signed him, I've been a fan of this player, and you know, I support Man United, and I've always told people that United are a Martin Odeegard away from really being one of that team that is really untouchable because of what he does in the final third, and he really gets that pass. He's selfless, and there is no way you'll obviously lose out when really having a person of the caliber of Martin Odeegard into your vicinity. So that is Martin Odeegard for you, and I just love everything he has always gone ahead to do and really put up the best of the best into what we really know that he really does best. Then, to show you that this guy is special, Fabregas, former Arsenal captain, has come out and said, I like his intelligence and how he moves to find these little pockets to make the difference. He's very tricky and a good eye for the ball. It's a lot of responsibility. He said this while he was on BT Sport. That is Fabregas. And when Fabregas speaks, he speaks from a well-informed area of view, because he played in the midfield. He knows what it takes to see to it that we take ourselves to that level in there. So that is Martin Odeegard for you. And sorry, that is just Fabregas giving Martin Odeegard his flowers. And for that, I would like to obviously start up with Martin Odeegard. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. Remember, in the other game of football that we played that Arsenal played on Saturday, I gave him a 9.5 out of 10. By the way, I think he was my man of the match. And let's wait and see whether in this scenario he's really gonna make it. Now let's start with the goalkeeper. David Raya takes a 7 out of 10. Conceded 1 goal, but I think it was not all about him. It was all about the people that are supposed to be marking Goncalo Inacio. Julian Timber, 8.5 out of 10. Looked brilliant, put in the shift, and I was like, he was good to go. Then left back Ricardo Carafiori, 8 out of 10 for me. I loved all what his output was into that beautiful game of football. Then in the central defense, Gabriel Magalhaes, who really walked off with an injury, 8 out of 10. Saliba, 8.5 out of 10. And I think this form that Saliba is in, I think that's the form that you obviously want to see him in. You know, flamboyant and obviously very, 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 very commanding. Thomas Partey, CDM, 9 out of 10. For that pass that resulted in the second goal, he really looked very good, and he's not really stopping. He's putting in the required shift altogether, and I'm really loving everything that he is really putting out in the field. That is Thomas Partey. Alongside Declan Rice, obviously, playing his first game for Arsenal ever since he got injured. And I'm giving Declan Rice an 8 out of 10. Odeegard, I've just given him a 9 out of 10. We go to Bukayo Saka. He takes a 9.5 out of 10 into this particular game of football. He performed very well. He had an assist, a goal, and very many other huge performances coming in through from him as a player. And I feel like this is really going to be one of those best seasons of Saka. You know, in the Premier League, he has 4 goals, and Champions League, I think, has 2. When you add on his assists, you know, he's really performing very, very well as a player. So that is Bukayo Saka for you, 9.5 out of 10. Gabriel Martinelli opening up the score sheet or the score line on the day, and he really looked great, and I really loved everything that was really put out by that side of Martinelli, and all he has to do is to continue really doing what he has to do in there. And I'm giving him a 7.5. Let me give an 8 out of 10, scoring the most important goal of every game. Leading the line, Kai Havertz. Obviously, he's really gonna be getting scoring a goal as Kai Havertz. 8 out of 10 for me. You know, other players came on. Merino, 8 out of 10. Jakub Kivio, 7.5 out of 10. Then we go to I think Waneri also came on, and very many others, but those are the ones that are really on my fingertips. Leandro Trossard was another that came on and obviously scored a goal, 8 out of 10, and the guy is really very, very, very clinical. That is Leandro Trossard for you, and he's really putting in a very beautiful shift all together. So that's what happened. Mikel Arteta, obviously, I'm gonna get him that Arteta, I'm really gonna get him 8.5 out of 10. He got the tactics right as the manager, and I think he really proved people wrong and others right. So, who is my man of the match? I'll go with none other than Bukayo Saka. The Odeegard, for me, is really showing me hallmarks of really being that man that has gonna have to keep consistent all the time. Remember, at the start of the season, Odeegard was not Odeegarding. If I told you, obviously, it saw everything. Odeegard was not cooking as opposed to be cooking. But finally, Odeegard is back to the Odeegard that we all know into the mix. So, guys, I sign out for now. See you later. And that has been what I had for you here. Second video of the day. More is yet to come. And I brought you the match reaction of Liverpool versus Madrid, as Liverpool went ahead, obviously beat Madrid by 2-0. So, people, I'm signing out for now. See you later, and I'm going to be returning in 2 hours time from now. Bye bye. But your player ratings are welcome in the comment section below.